Welcome back, YouTubers. Let's try and get you at a different circumference, shall we? That's what I think we should try and do. Why? Because for this next shenanigan, we are going to be putting that little worm in that I told you about earlier. That's right. I left that in the big pot I had. No, this worm it's all quite sticky now because I did leave it in. I didn't want it to dry out because I want this to be quite pliable, because this is going to have a lot of detrimental to the bloody word I'm looking for. The strength. That's the one. The effing strength, Kizzy. So that's that. That's a ring in. That's a ring in. I'll be ringing in sick. And then we just. Alright, that's still not very pliable. I should have left it longer. That's because I want to show you YouTubers how to make pot. I've been rushing it because it takes a long time. But I'm poor. I don't want to keep buying them to get them. Do you understand? So, oh, do you hear that? Like farted. We're not going to monetize you anymore because you said farted. I think I've said a few worse words than that in my time. You bugger. Right, I think I'm going to let that dry out a little bit more because it's still too wet for my liking. Welcome back, YouTubers. So we have encountered a problem. I had to get the old spatula because Houston, oh, that is really sticky, and that is because of that slip I said about. Alright, got to work something out with this. Oh, this could be the work you've just put in. Oh God, I won't get out of there, you little. Yeah, that's right. See, boy, she moving, but she ain't liking. Oh, let's just put it over there. Right, slip. We got a problem. We got a bloody problem. We're not putting enough slip up. No, bloody. Get out, fucking sorted. So these are the highs and the lows of making pottery. And this is low right now. But in time we will sort it. It's only a matter of time until I sort it. I watched old Nige made one. I watched him make it. And when he started, I thought, fucking hell, Nige. Christ. I thought you'd do a bit better than that. And then I started watching it. And I started watching it grow. I was like, wow, you've done an amazing job. And I like my words. I like my words indeed. Right, have we got... Oh, yeah, we ain't got much movement on that. Right, I'm going to put that in the drying room. I'll be right back. So, welcome back, YouTubers. So this is where we are. We're at the stage of where it's starting to go a little bit off. Not a lot, but a little bit off. Now, I'm not happy with how tall the sides are. So I'm going to try to make them shorter without effing up the pot. But alas, I have tried to do this. Well, the clay is too pliable. So this is another learning curve for me. What I'd suggest is I get your heights all measured up before you actually stick it onto your pot. But I guess doing it like this, it looks more rustic. But as you can see, it's pretty misshapen the pot quite a lot actually. So I'll have to try to work with that with my hands and try to get the best shape that I can with what I got. Well, we're getting somewhere. That's not bad. But yeah, when you're making a pot, you'll have a lot more time and you'll let it rest a lot longer. When you're doing your hose, normal people measure. I don't. I'm not a measurer. Yeah, that looks about right. We'll do that. That's what I am. Yeah, that looks about right. We'll do that. So we'll do that. I'm going to put one maybe there. Nah, maybe there. And there you have it. That's your holes for the water to come out of. And just smooth them off with my finger, like so. Now, I am tired, so I think we're going to call it a night. And then finish this off tomorrow by putting the legs on the base and letting it dry out a little. And when you're letting it dry out, put a damp cloth over it. Not a dry old t-shirt, a damp cloth. So I've just got to try and hydrate it back a bit before I stick these legs on, make these legs first. I got a little earbud thing there. I'm just using that just to smooth what I can of the edges. Now I'm going to need to make my legs now. Now we'll just hydrate that one last time. Note to self again, when leaving your pot overnight, use a damp cloth, not a dry t-shirt. Now what you want to do is you want to mark, like I'm doing, where you're going to put your leg on the base and on the bottom of the leg, like I'm doing here. And then you're going to want to get your slip and just slip that over little cross hatches that you just done on both sides, like so. And then you just mould that onto there, like so, adding a little bit of pressure, but not an awful lot, but enough. And once that's on like so, you can get on with the other two. Right, you need to make sure you got to have these in the right place so it actually sits flush on the floor. I think that looks about right. Oh, it's looking rustic, all right. That's because I didn't leave it long enough when I was trying to move it about. Instead of an hour, it should have probably been 2 hours just to like rest and dry a bit. But this is the second pot I've ever made. And at the end of the day, if it serves its purpose, that's all I wanted. I just need more pots. And the other pot, that's doing great. It's doing great. Now, I'll just put this last one on like so. Now, when all these are on, then you just need to mould the ends with your fingers or tools or whatever you want. I prefer my fingers in all honesty. Forgot I still had one leg left. What am I playing at? So when this last leg is on, basically that is the pot made. Now what you want to do is you want to leave it for a week. That's how long I leave it for. Just to dry out naturally, slowly. That will prevent cracking. Didn't have any cracks in the last pot I did, leaving it to dry for a week before applying the waterproof solution. And that will be the part 3 of this escapade of videos of rustic pot making. So don't forget to come back for part 3 just to see how you waterproof your pot. Now, several factors while making this pot. It could have been better. Why? Well, one reason, if I'd left it longer to set, the main base and the sides, it wouldn't be as pliable and saggy as it was, and it got misshapen, as you can see. But I think that all adds to character in all honesty. So I'm not really that bothered, as long as it's keeps its strength and its waterproofness. That is all I want it for. Cosmetics, that doesn't do it for me. Cosmetics, I don't really care about that. But if you have got more time, it is nicer just to smooth those ends off like so. And remember, if leaving it overnight, wet cloth, not dry t-shirt. So I think we are finished. I think this is it. Now I'm going to leave this a week to dry out, and then what we do next stage will be waterproofing. Welcome back, YouTubers, for the final instalment of this bonsai pot that I have made from back baking, hard work, after work. Now you see all these creases? Now that's because I left it overnight and just covered it up with a wet t-shirt and not a wet cloth. So it was very hard to get those out. And like that side where you can smooth it down, you see, when it's still pliable. Anywho, let's get waterproofing. So what have I got? Well, this is what I use. Glorex Inspirations. Tondichter. Oh, the old Tondichter. Tondichter. And what that does is it just waterproofs it really well. Everyone's doing that. This clay sealing agent is used to rinse out vases, jugs and bowls and clays to make them completely waterproof. Sealant takes approximately 6 hours to dry out. Do not fill with water until completely dry. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to waterproof the top and the rim, and I'm going to leave it, and then I'll repeat the process on the back. I want to waterproof the whole thing, so when it's in the garden, if the outer gets wet, it is just going to repel off the whole pot, and then it will last a lot longer. So let's get cracking. Now, first things first, I'll give that a good old shake. I'll give it a shake before, but I'll give it another one. And then we'll take the lid off that. See what I'm doing? I'm just painting it on like so. When I get a bit more time, I think I might make a different shape pot. Now, it's a lot harder making this pot when you've got to set up the camera and the camera's in my way when I'm trying to make the pot. There's no excuse, but I'll be honest, the pot didn't come out how I planned, the shape anyway. It's a bit crappy, isn't it? But you use this waterproofer, it's going to serve its purpose, and it's going to be a workable tool for my bonsais. I'll just zoom you in a little so you can get a better look at the situation. So that's what I've done, and this is where I apply it. You see where it's already been put on and it just stays light. It soaks right in there. It's bloody good stuff. It was expensive. 15 odd quid from Amazon if you want to get some. I would put a link on, but I can't be bothered. It's just, you're just going to have to do what I did and Google it. That's right. Good old Google. So I'm just going to speed this up because this does take a bloody long time. Now you want to make sure you get it in your every little crevice, all them holes everywhere. It's got to be completely waterproof to be a successful waterproof bonsai pot. So that is it, YouTubers. This is the finished article, and it's going to serve its purpose, and it's going to be waterproof. It's going to hold a lovely bonsai tree, and it's 100% waterproof. Well, time will tell. And if you look closely, it's a Gizzy special. That's right. It's a Gizzy piece of art, this is. Wonky donkey. Look, that'll look nice with a nice tree in. If you have enjoyed watching this, then please do not forget to like, share and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Ta-da for now. Gizzy Green Fingers.